This video is sponsored by Christoph Ray. For excellent low poly Harkins, check the link in the description below for some of his works. What's up, y'all? Boogie Night here, and welcome back to Apsulov End of Gods. I know it has been a very long time, but thank y'all so much for continuing to join me on this crazy journey. Couple things I do want to get out of the way before we move on. You might notice I am in a different area compared to where we last left off. For those that remember that part, good luck. Quite simply put, yes, we are back in Niflheim. As you can probably tell and probably deduce, I was playing it last night, and surprise, surprise, my computer is a complete piece of garbage. I desperately need to get a new one, even though I'm broke as a joke. And the computer crashed, and I already got to this save point. The good news is we didn't lose that much ground, probably maybe only 10-15 minutes of footage, and 5 minutes of that was me dying. You know, why not? So I'm going to try and see if we can backtrack so I can show you what we missed with Niflheim. Literally between the last save point and the Yggdrasil route that took me to Niflheim, maybe 3 minutes, if that. I'm also going to see, I think we can, yeah, we can replay some of the audio logs. So, I'm going, oh, balls. There's a few that I do want to see what we can find. This one's quick. There's a few others. So, but before we do that, because I do want to show you a bit of Niflheim leading up to this, because there's some excellent stuff. But I do want to give a very big apology to Angry Demon for my lack of recording. It's probably been the better part of almost 2 months since I played Apsulov. And it's not for a lack of interest on my part or anything like that, because I do find this game very excellent. I think it's extremely well done, and I think Angry Demon has put a lot of thought and effort and attention to detail in this game. As I've said previously on social media, I have not been in the greatest of headspaces. I think that's obvious in some of my videos about being subpar. Hey, look at it. We're in a bog. We can actually play the game. Something over there. Oh, okay, it's just this whirly thing. There we go. Okay, we need to go here, I believe. There we go. Yep, okay. Let's see if we can take this back downstairs. Brilliant, we can. And I actually took probably 3 weeks breather from recording. I was fortunate enough to have a lot of videos from probably mid-December till the end of January pretty much done and buttoned up, so I could kind of take a bit of a sabbatical and kind of just recenter and refocus. So I do want to apologize to Angry Demon. Y'all do an amazing job. I do plan to play Unforgiving after this, so please formally accept my apology. Anyway, so with that being said, let's get back into the game. So this is pretty much the beginning of Niflheim, and I found a couple of audio logs, but first, look at this. The big thing, if I can't find the audio log from Dr. Lisa Svensson, basically she talked about how Niflheim has been kind of in its own dimension, with no changes to time or anything like that, which I'm going to get into, but let's go ahead and see if we can find... First of all, this is the last audio log we found in the facility before we moved to, what's it called? Niflheim. That's kind of cool, the text on there.
No, don't!
Lovely. Now, the fact this is called Morkor, I need to do some research and see if Morkor is maybe the name of maybe one of the Aesir, or maybe even another name for one of the Harbingers of Ragnarok. I don't know. Let's look at this one really quickly. Okay, no, that's not it.
Mythology research.
No. Regrets? No. This might be it? No, we're looking for ones by Dr. Svensson.
Alice.
No, I think this is... No.
Dr. Brian.
This is it?
Dr. Lisa Svensson.
No. Okay, so we know Dr. Svensson is kind of the chief researcher of Niflheim. Okay, hang on. Okay, yeah, this is the first
Dr.
one.
Lisa Svensson, day 89 of the N527 excavations. During the expansion of N527, several remains of the natives were uncovered. This was the first time any of us could get close to any of these violent and immense creatures. Analysis of the ice surrounding the remains proves that they have been here for well over 400,000 years. This means that they existed even before the woolly mammoth. What is even more fascinating is that they seem to have changed very little within the last hundreds of thousands of years. Like evolution is on a standstill in this world. We didn't expect this, and we have to conduct research around these remains. I would like properly educated staff to be added to our ranks so we can uncover the history of these violent creatures. Dr. Lisa Svensson, N527.
Now, that's a big piece of lore I do want to touch upon. I mean, but look at this. I mean, between the head here and the hand there, it reminds me of a statue in D.C. on the waterfront. I think it's called Awakening. I could be wrong. I probably am. Harkov, and the off chance you're watching this, which I doubt you are, confirm with me on that. But talking about Dr. Svensson, we are in one of the roots of Yggdrasil. Now, for those that are not well versed in Norse lore, not that I'm saying that I am an aficionado on it, I'm far from it, I do believe, since the other realms that are connected via Yggdrasil, with the exception of Midgard, which is pretty much the mortal realm, so I'm talking about realms like Asgard, Niflheim, Mimir, Valhalla, of course Helheim, they're in their own dimension, so I have reason to believe that obviously time ceases to exist until the Ragnarok comes. So that's just my first observation, but I do like how Dr. Svensson talks about this. So let's see.
Dr. Brian Roberts, Niflheim Operations Supervisor.
Yeah, okay, here's another one.
Niflheim Outpost N527. Our latest addition to the N527 management, in the form of Dr. Lisa Svensson, has been very challenging. On arrival, she exhibited clear signs of depression, which had a major impact on staff morale and became a safety concern. I found out that she was involved in some form of accident, but I can find no records of such an accident. I believe she is telling the truth. In the future, I, the supervisor of Niflheim operations, can't be kept in the dark about such matters. However, after the uncovering of the native remains, Dr. Svensson has resumed her work within management and is starting to become a major asset to N527. Please disregard all prior transfer requests of Dr. Lisa Svensson from the N527 outpost.
Thanks. Oh yeah, no, we do. So this is kind of our task right now, is aside from getting the next Apsulov key from the Beacon of Light, which is in Niflheim, we need to find RFID tag number 5. There's one more report from Dr. Svensson. I'm trying to see where it is.
Message for Dr. Henrik Anderson. Dr. Brian Roderick. I've been leading.
No, we already did that. Here we go.
I want to go home. It was decided that my skills was of better use at Outpost N527, and I've spent a week in this freaking icebox. I miss my family. It wasn't even my fault. I told them the artifacts were dangerous.
Yeah, that last one was hard to stomach. So these are all the audio logs that I gathered. Once again, Morkor was in the Borkor facility, and the other ones were here in Niflheim. So now we've kind of caught up, and oh yeah, I forgot about this creepy-looking face, all lodged in the ice. Now, for those that are not well versed on Niflheim, it's pretty much, from what I've gathered, the land of the giants, for lack of better wording. It is where, I believe, don't quote me on this, Odin and the Aesir cast out the giants. I believe they're known as the Jotun. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. But that, as a result, they've been banished here to Niflheim. Now, I'm a little bit irked. Not irked. That's a bad choice of words. I'm a little bit not let down, but I kind of wish there were some other realms of Yggdrasil. I mean, we still could possibly explore, like, Mimir, Asgard, I doubt Valhalla, possibly Helheim, but you never know. I would like to see more of Yggdrasil's roots, but that's not a bad note on Angry Demon's record. I think the graphics are great. I love what they've done with the lore. I really do. It's inspired me to get back into studying Norse mythology. Aside from watching Vikings, of course. Like, I really want to start doing more cross-referencing. Okay. I'm guessing that's probably the beacon of light right there. Yeah, you go your own way. I mean, I'm fairly certain that we were in Helheim. Before we got our mechanical arm. Oh yeah, the other thing that we did get was I did receive a couple of more upgrades to my arm. I think probably 2 or 3 clips, which is going to be very good, but also kind of... we also got a few collectibles. I think we got one in... I think we got one in the facility and one already in Niflheim, so this is probably collectible number 3. I highly doubt I found all of them so far, so... But I'm not... But the whole goal of this is not to be completionist, I mean, except for the main plot, so... What I really want to do is, like I do in all my videos, showcase the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that sound effect is just creepy. Like, I was going to be a little bit careful, because what happened was, I did take some fall damage. That's another face. Lovely. I forgot that Alice is terrible with fall damage, and I died, went back to what I call the Well of Souls, and died by the Berserker there, so I had to restart. But this was all within... the first 5 minutes of me playing last night, and then my game probably promptly crashed right, literally as soon as I saved my game, so I mean, thank the Asiata for that. Okay, let's get a closer look at this face really quickly. Don't wake up. Don't wake up. I mean, I don't know if that's asleep or if it is dead. But that's not a theory I want to test. Okay, I think we're pretty much done looking for collectibles. I don't think... Nope. I don't think they would put that many collectibles so close together. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Because if any evidence like last time, their sight can freeze you, and off to the Well of Souls we go. And we all know that I don't do well in the Well of Souls. I don't know, man. I've been calling the enemies Berserkers because they have been pretty much tainted by something. I want to say Loki, because for all intents and purposes, if we're keeping with the lore, Loki is pretty much... Hi. Whoa, how you doing? Nobody here. Nobody here. And let's pray that I don't have to run a gauntlet. Like whack-a-mole or something. And 23 Skidoo. We did get pretty close last time. Close encounters of the giant kind. Anyways, I'm just grasping at straws, but I'm guessing it is Loki, because he is pretty much the devil of Norse mythology. He had some kind of hand in this. But it could be something completely different. I don't know. Angry Demon is... From what I've gathered, they like to throw little twists in their work. And I think that's what really makes them exceptional. Because I know some people that have played Unforgiving and say, hey, there's some twists in the myth here. But I'm just a lore nerd. Nerd in general, now that I think about it. That everybody knows that. I mean, look at these graphics, though. Let's just... It's pretty incredible. The snow, the foot falling. I mean, Alice actually has a body. I mean, it's not often 40-60 split about how characters don't have bodies. So Alice... Something's going on outside. it's pretty awesome that Alice has a body and a voice she doesn't have as Sorg, Grand Inquisitor likes to say, Afghan Cap, that is meaning ageless, faceless, gender neutral, culturally ambiguous, adventure person. Yeah. Oh, I see you there. Can I look down into the abyss really quick? No, that's probably not a good idea. We need to get to the beacon, and I'm really hoping there's an Yggdrasil route. I have a sip of water before we do this, because I smell a gauntlet. Okay. Almost kind of looks like Beast from Beauty and the Beast, the old... I'm talking about the original 90s animated version, thank you very much. I actually did see Beauty and the Beast on Broadway, it was phenomenal. Oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's just take another second to admire the giant and the attention to detail. Yep. This is an arm. That's a body. And this is me running. No, 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 no. Yeah, you stay put. That's great. It's an itch. It's an itch. An itch you can scratch when I am back in the facility. Okay, is this... Okay, so we do have some Yggdrasil evidence. That is positive. Yep, that's Yggdrasil. See how the roots are moving? Okay, so there is a presence around here, and we do have a save point. Let's actually go. Which is probably not a good thing, because usually when I see save points, that means we're about to do something incredibly crazy and probably incredibly stupid. I'm going to shut up now. Okay. Oh, hi. Okay, hang on. So we get caught in the blue vision like what happened last time. We basically freeze to death. And break. And break. That's probably not a good idea. What? Oh! It's a lot closer than I anticipated. So we only have the one. Nope, nope, no. I wonder if that's the same giant from last time. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna do a count. 1, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000. Break. Go! Sliding to home base! See anything, so we're off to the races. No, literally, we're racing for our lives. Is that another giant? Oh, okay, now you're still looking down south. That's cool. Yeah, keep on navel gazing, and I'll keep running. Ooh, good Lord Almighty. This is not good. We're back at the Well of Souls. Which means we need to move because there is a berserker somewhere around here. And I don't think any of my skills will work. Good Lord. Yes. Oh wow, I never thought I actually heard her groaning. That's kind of cool. I actually, it looks like I guess it's only 2 that we have to find each and every time. Oh, no, 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 no. Go. Holy crap, that was close. Okay. Oh, that was close. Okay. Nope. Stay. Oh, this ain't gonna slip across almost right at eye level. Oh! Wait just a minute. I get your teeth fixed. Okay, well I got hung up on the rock, so that was my fault. Alright, so any of my lore enthusiasts, what do you know about Niflheim? Or what do you know about the other realms of... Yes. Okay. Whoa. I'm hoping that was intentional. What? What the? Hang on. Whoa. What? Hang on. Was that? What? Hang on. What? That? Didn't... I think we... Well, first of all, there's Yggdrasil. Very nice. It's... Okay, yeah. We've seen that dog before in the Borecore facility. And it rescued... I thought it was gonna try and kill us like the very first time we seen that. You know, play for a little bit longer. Hang on, let's do the travel, and because I need to think about this for a second. Achievement unlocked, Traveling Viking and Traveling Seer. I'll take both. Back at Apsulov Research. I'm not going to go back through there because I don't want to wind up back in Niflheim. So, that wolf creature, who I can only assume is some incarnation of Fenrir.
Henrik? Sarah? Can you hear me?
Timing is a little bit bad. Do you have the key?
I got it, but I have
Sod
to tell
off.
you that...
Insert the artifact key into the tablet and hurry back here. There's something we want to show you.
Oh, great. So we ride into the dog in Borecore, and somehow it's traversed to Niflheim. Once again, and then it said, help me. So, if that is Fenrir, maybe it got tired of Loki? Or whatever, or it's chained to somebody's will? I don't know. But that's interesting that it rescued us, because I thought it was gonna, I thought that was gonna be a mini-boss. Not that we actually run into mini-bosses around here. But we're back at the facility, so I need to be very careful.
Mythology research, note 2. Me and Henrik delved into the carvings and historical material recovered from Asgard. It depicts a lot of the events that we have represented in the book The Younger Edda. But some written stories seem to be minor versions of the true events. Something that really catches my attention is the final story of the trickster Loki. The story depicts a prank where Loki has the blind Hoder fling a spear against against the immortal Baldur. The blind brother didn't know that the spear was tipped with mistletoe and accidentally ended the life of Baldur. The real aftermath of this prank is very different in comparison to the ones in the Edda. Apparently, the vengeful gods went on a killing spree, ending the sons and daughter of Loki, only to eventually have him imprisoned forever. These stories keep getting worse and worse.
Okay, so we got another one.
Team lead researcher Yang, Note 12. I had heard much about Borg Corp before attending the first interviews. Most of it mixed, as is usually the case of enterprises built around the ideas of single, eccentric individuals. But the way people spoke about it, it sounded more like some idealistic crusade rather than a scientific excursion. Perhaps that's why I took the job, to begin with. To disprove the pseudoscience proposed by others working on the logical puzzle that is the Apsulov. From the beginning, I have treated this as a natural phenomena, and I will not simply believe. In time, we'll find an explanation for the Apsulov's existence. By then, I hope the fool spouting paganistic nonsense will be a long way from here.
You must be from Boston. Did y'all pick up that accent? We will not. Sorry. Okay, so we still don't have RFID number 5. We got 1 through 4, so we were able to get some more things. I'm ducking in here just because I want to be... I saw a berserker. And I keep calling them berserkers. Now, I don't know if they're actually berserkers, or I'm guessing they are, but they could be also Skogamir. Go hide here. So now I gotta go back to Bravo 1, basement 1, Bravo 1. Oop, hang on, we got another save point. Brilliant. Safety zone. I'll take that, and thank you very much. I think we'll play just a little bit longer. We've been playing for about 30 minutes now. I do want to... It's getting pretty late, so I do want to be cognizant, as always. And more so, it's been a long few days. But I'm going to play a bunch of Apsulov. I'm going to play a bunch of this. I'm going to actually put off a little bit of Dark Souls. I'm putting off pretty much most of the other stuff I'm playing until I can kind of get back up to snuff on this game. Because once again, I do want to give Angry Demon credit to where credit's due, because they do an amazing job. Okay, that's number 8. Never mind. Where is the... Do I have to cycle the airlock? 4th wing. Looking for an elevator. Elevator. Anybody. Euler. Euler. I think this is probably it. Yeah, I think this is it. Well, then open it. No, that's not it. Nope, that's a 5er. What is going on outside? There we go. Yes. B1. Oh, Poochie didn't come after us. Okay, keep the sign off. That's good. Once again, I don't know anything about runes, so if there's anybody well-versed on Scandinavian lore, Viking lore, in the off chance there's any pagans watching this, which I highly doubt, what can you tell me about some of these runes? I would very much be interested to know. Are you calling me a piece of crap, game? I'm just joking. Derp, 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 derp. Over here, I save game. And let's go see what the mad scientist has to say. I mean, I'm not trying to compare this to Doom 3 or just Doom in general, but I mean, this does have that feeling to it. You know, trying to do things by invading other worlds, and I don't know. But this has got a different feel to it compared to, like, other Mad Scientist games. Where... Oh, God!
Just relax. There's something I want to show you. Something you need to see.
You prick. Why are you taking me back to the Well of Souls? I've died too many times already. And I'm gonna die again, probably, because this is a 50-50 shot at me actually getting out of here. So congratulations, Henrik. You are a prick. Well, there's one core. So it tends to be one core out here on the inner ring and one core on the outer ring. I mean, this could be one of those scripted cases where there's not a Berserker or a Skogomir. I'm just going to keep saying Berserker, because Skogamirs weren't really insane. They were just outlaws, people of the forest. Yeah, this is my first rodeo, Henrik.
Sarah, you were right. Tell me, did you see him? Did you see the spirit from the machine?
What the hell did you do?
Don't you see?
You killed me!
You have direct access to the spirit's lair. None of us can reach it but you. You can go there anytime you want. Did you have the Jangreper with you?
Yes,
You can even bring things with you? Oh, fantastic!
You're
I
insane.
believe that the ether that you just came from is the home of the spirit from the machine. I believe that this spirit is Loki.
Oh,
Wait a
God.
minute, honey. You can't just assume that. We don't know.
You are crazy! I've had enough of this!
No, please listen to me. I'm sorry Henrik did that to you. We knew perfectly fine that it wasn't going to kill you, and it wasn't like we could ask you to die for us.
Why not? I've already
I'm
died
not
several
a
times.
Test subject. You can't kill me for some damn experiment!
I promise. I'm sorry. Please don't let the world end. Sarah, tell her what you told me before.
Beneath the shadow of Yggdrasil, in the Well of Wisdom, is where the final artifact key can be recovered. In the depth, under the Tree of All Things. But that is not all it holds. On your way to the depth, you should be able to recover another artifact, the Eye of Odin. When you die, you have to find orbs before you can return, correct?
I do.
How do you have know that,
If you
Sarah?
activate the Eye of Odin on those orbs, then you will touch them with divine magic. Then, placing them in the keyholes won't just let you pass back to Midgard. It will let you destroy the ether, with the spirit left inside. We just need to find a route leading to the well.
Oh, yeah.
I know of one.
What?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Sarah. Before I got in contact with you again, I found the well. When I did, I thought I could fix all of this. And just like the All-Father Odin, I sacrificed my eye for wisdom.
Yeah, where did it get you?
Oh, Henrik.
You are not Odin.
Didn't work.
We've
The
noticed.
route that leads to the well is underneath us, in the waste treatment plant. Scan my hand, and you'll gain access to it through the elevator. That should do it.
Ah, we got RFID number
Head
5.
down to the waste treatment plant.
What is going
It
on
should be a
outside?
straight path from there. Good luck.
And be careful down there.
Oh, so...
Never let the lights go out. In the worst case scenario, you always have the Jangreper.
Okay, so this actually sheds a little bit more light. So Niflheim is different from Jotunheim. I should have known that, but once again, not full up. So the giants of Niflheim are different from the Jotun. I don't know to what extent. I will probably, I'm going to. I'll cross-reference that. But I think this is probably as good of a place as any to call it a session. Yeah, we're gonna ignore you right now, Yggdrasil. We've accomplished a little bit, enough to kind of get back up to scratch, but once again, I am gonna play a lot more of this, so we can kind of get back up to snuff, because I do want to showcase this game, because it really is ramping up, and I'm very excited, so... once again, a big thank you to Angry Demon for releasing such a great game. I can't wait to play more of it. I will probably try to do some more this weekend, time permitting. Yeah, otherwise, let's, if you have any feedback, if you have any lore that you want to give to me regarding, Loki, Niflheim, Jotunheim, the Jotun, anything in general revolving around these, the central lore, I would really, really appreciate it. That way we can kind of all see what points where. So yeah, with that being said, once again, before I call it a night, big thank you to Christoph Frey for being a sponsor of the Boogie Night Project. If you like excellent low-poly horror games with an emphasis on story, character, and overall creepy ambience, check the link in the description below. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. I'm thinking I will probably actually raffle off a free copy of his latest release, The Space Within, in the next week or so. So definitely keep your ear to the ground. And to actually dovetail off of that before I call it a night, if you like the Boogie Night Project and you want to find out more, I do have a Twitter page as well as a public Discord channel, and links to both of those are in the description below, as well as a link to my temporarily defunct Twitch page. And if you're so morbidly fascinated, well, you always have my Patreon. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a fantastic night, and I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? Peace. Hey y'all, while my gratitude knows no bounds for every single bit of love and support y'all have shown for me over the years, there are a few people that I legitimately want to take a few minutes to thank for their unending help and support. First of all, obviously Christoph Frey, not just for being a sponsor of the Boogie Night Project, but also for letting me use his music from GABA Transistor in my streams, as well as him kind of coming up with his own little fragment for my new introduction to the Boogie Night Project. And speaking of introductions, the intro as well as my YouTube banner page were done by the amazing Oren. You might know him as Oren VDK, as well as Oren from Couple Cakes. Thank you so much, Oren. I really do appreciate the time you took to put together everything from the banner to the beautifully done introduction that merged perfectly with Christoph's music from GABA Transistor. So big thank you to them. And also, this would not be possible with the help of my extremely amazing patrons, both current and former, such as Lexi Kitty, Silverleaf, Barry Grave, Harkov, Jiray, Larian, and Oren, as well as a few others that have come and gone over the years. Y'all, this would not be possible without your help and your support. I know I have not been able to provide much in the way of giving back in Patreon rewards, but I am in the process of revamping my Patreon as well as the rewards that I can do, so be prepared. I know I joke about it, saying that if you're morbidly fascinating, check it out, but if you do want to give to the Boogie Night Project, that is the easiest way to do so, and I am legitimately setting aside funds to buy more hardware for my computer, as well as making things look more professional. But once again, very big thank y'all to everybody who has supported me from the beginning all the way to the present, as well as those individuals that have gone out of their way to help. So once again, guys, thank you so much for all your constant love and support. My gratitude knows no bounds, and I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? Peace.